I'm gonna go live on YouTube before I forget. We need a new segment transition. New segment. Whoosh. Transition. Wait, watch this. Transition. There we go. There. You happy now? We're in section 2. Get in. Get in, section 2. Section 2 is friendslop time. Is this a good meme template? Alright, what is this? Okay, now I'm starting to understand the Adam Driver allegations. It's starting to make a little bit of sense. The Adam Driver allegations are making a little bit of sense now. I can sort of see it. I hate everything about that. Thank you. Thanks for your post. Thanks for posting. And also, no thank you. Alright, we gotta figure out this game. We're in segment 2 now. Section 2. Section 2. How do we make this feel like a video game? How are there already rats in here? Crazy. I think my problem with this game is that I haven't tested with friends yet. Now, to be fair, there's not enough tools to use in a friend group. Oh yeah, we got the little splashy effects yesterday. Not exactly the best effects in the world, but you're gonna be so humbled when you do the playtest? What do you mean by humbled? "100% thought that sentence was going to end with not enough friends to test with." I think a big thing I do want to do is make it so these items actually start doing things. It's very likely not going to play out like you imagine in your head. Well, probably not. But I just know right now it's just not very... I don't know. At least the current systems in the game are just not very fun, I guess. We're lacking in the fun department, at least from my knowledge. Like a big thing right now is our items don't do much right now. Maybe that's a big piece of the puzzle. Our items aren't doing much for us right now because they're not usable yet. And also the monsters. Which item does the most? The flashlight. It's the one thing that's mostly usable at the moment. How did you get the rights to use gorillas in the game? Oh, I don't hear gorillas. Me and the VOD. Me and the VOD. I don't hear that. Am I placing the testing with simulated ping? When I do multiplayer tests, I always have simulated ping on. There's a rat in the plunger. Can you get out of the... Oh, he's dead. He's dead, and he's stuck to the plunger. Okay, so he somehow plunged himself to death. That's crazy. Okay, what happened to my flashlight? Alright, now it's fine. Alright, that was interesting. Can you do a full run, i.e. complete a shift? Yeah, we can do a shift. I think we need to give players a map, though. I think all players need a little tablet that shows them where faults are. So then that way you can't... Why does it keep doing that? Am I gonna be at Gamescom? No. Probably not. I'm not really into conventions. They're just not really for me. Am I going to Hentacon? Hopefully not. I would hope not. I was so excited to see you at the NL Super Cruise. Oh yeah, dude. We need to make it so... Why am I seeing a bunch of print strings going on? There's a shit ton of print strings and they're gone. Nice. We do need to make it so you have to push the button to stop at the station.
Well, yes, I will be at the DashCon. Kermit the Frog here. Yes, I will be at DashCon.
What the hell is DashCon? DoorDash Con? The DoorDash convention? It's the Uber Eats Con? Holy shit. You innocent soul. Ball of the day. Watch this. Hole in one. Hole in one. Can we bet on basketball again? Please, I have no points anymore. We could do that later in the stream. Yeah, we can do a little bet. Do a little prediction. We do be doing a little predictions. How do we feel about the visuals of this area right now? Like the direction it's going in. I don't know how I'm feeling about the direction. I don't know how I'm feeling about the direction of the... Needs more filler stuff, perhaps. Maybe that's the missing piece of the puzzle. Visuals are still a very, like, difficult thing for me to get right. Not that I've ever gotten them right, but, you know what I mean. Zero indirect lighting. There is indirect lighting. Like, we have baked lighting. I just don't think it's baked with the sun. I don't think the sun is built in. Because... I think we'd be able to spawn in here at night. What makes this a monster/horror station? I don't want to make it too terrifying, but that is a good point. Here, I'll show you guys what it looks like at nighttime. It looks pretty sweet at night. No, don't tell me something broke. That's it. I'm just spawning a bunch of items in here. Still no dev tools? I have dev tools! I have dev tools! See, at nighttime it looks kind of cool. It should just always be nighttime. Maybe we just remove the daytime entirely. Maybe we just figure out... Maybe we just remove daytime. Unrelated scope creep, black market, shady salesman, alleyway. I definitely want to do a bunch of stuff where you can, like... The idea is I want to make it so the stations are a lot more explorable. So that'll probably be like a big thing that I want to do for sure. During the daytime, the exterior lighting doesn't match the bright sky. Should I just darken the sky a little bit then? Would it be better to have one base level and 2 levels that you use? One for day and one for night? That way you could bake lighting? Possibly. Fog? The whole game changed just making it nighttime? Why didn't we do this sooner? No, we did. We did. When we made it nighttime, the run felt better too. The actual buildings look dark. I think that's because of... They use like a dark developer material at the moment. Gears of war. Send it through. My computer did not like that. Heard a weird noise from my computer when that happened. That was alarming. Is it gonna explode? Don't say that. Don't put that bad juju on me. Good, Big Sito. Not sure in the current direction, but having daytime after a long journey would give the I survived the journey vibe. That makes sense. So you're saying instead of having daytime as the first route, you're saying like have it at the very end of the game, basically? That would make sense, because it's like you finish your shift. Maybe you just have a night shift. Maybe you're always a night shift kind of guy. Grim, you make me productive while you stream. I made half a feature while watching the stream. Holy shit. You did more than me. Hey, hell yeah. I don't know why my game crashed, by the way. No clue why it crashed. So, you guys are saying that the sky is too bright for how much light is here? Is this not... I feel like this is pretty bright. Is this not bright? The direct light is bright, the indirect is dark. Gotcha. So you mean the skylight. Oh, I see what you're saying. What if you put the sun to face the buildings from the front rather than the back? It's literally pitch black. I think that's because it's using the dev material. Once we brighten that up, it'll be a bit better. Which maybe we could just do that right now. Maybe we just slap in some shit right now on this thing. Just make it concrete or something. We'll make it concrete. It's time to make some concrete. Let me see. Do I have some references on that? Holy shit, jump scare. Where the fuck I am? Here we go. I also don't know if I want to go the full-on concrete look. Like, just full concrete look. Turned off lumen? Yeah, I turned off lumen. Lumen begone! I don't need lumen. I see the only real fun problem I see so far is that you can do it all yourself, which is great for testing and dev, but maybe not the goal. Technically, we do want solo play to be a thing that you can do. Right? Obviously, the goal is to make it a friend game, right? Making sure that it's playable with friends and stuff like that. And it's definitely something I do need to do more work on. Definitely. Yeah, maybe when we're at the station, maybe we increase the intensity of the maybe we do increase the intensity of the skylight. Was that website tool you had the references in? This is called PureRef. It's called PureRef. Check Discord. What is this? Uh-oh, did Airy get hacked? Uh-oh, Airy. Airy has been hit by the Discord hack. Okay, the best thing I can do in this situation is probably kick them from the Discord temporarily. Do they just send images with no links? That's the thing these days, they just send images for some reason. And I don't really... Yeah. Let me make sure that that's the right person. How do you even look at the members page? Oh, there it is. It's the Mr. Beast giveaway. Yeah! Oh, they've already been flagged. Engaged in suspected spam activity. Okay. Uh-oh. I'll just kick them temporarily. There. That being said, they probably already spammed every single user in the channel, in the server, but how is that still happening? How about this one, boss? This feels like it could be in my daily toolbox. Gordon Freeman. Kermit is late 50s? Brother, you kidding me? In this day and age? That's me in my mid 30s. I already got up like 5 gray hairs. Motherfucker, that's me in 7 years. Hold on. That's me in 7 years. Yeah, maybe we make daytime a thing at the end of the game. Maybe we just make it so you are a night shift employee. Maybe we just do everything at nighttime. I was thinking it'd be interesting making it so the first route is at daytime. But I think it does make more sense that the entire game is at nighttime. Does that mean 6 or 7 years? Dude, what? Let's see. Give me 1 second. I think having a day and night version of each biome gives a greater sense of journeying. Yeah, the problem is that the nighttime does sell more of the atmosphere that we want to go for. So yeah, give me 1 second. I'm back. Make it always night and have the lore be this is the dark side of the planet? Well, the lore could just be that you're a night shift employee. The lore could just be that you're a night shift employee. Go for dusk till dawn. That sounds like it's a game name. We could make it so it's like the sun is setting, so it's leaning into that nighttime kind of vibe. It's a movie? Is that what it is? Dusk Till Dawn? I know, it sounds so familiar, I don't know why. I know Until Dawn is a game, but Dusk Till Dawn sounds like something as well. Hello, T-Nam. We are going to have other biomes as well as you go through the game. That's definitely going to be a thing. Going through different biomes. Well, I'm just going to eat a snack real quick. Can you move alongside the outside on the whole train? Only if the car specifically has catwalks for it. We now have these areas where, like, parts are protruding out. So, like, well, this I have to fix, but this part of the catwalk is basically blocked off. So, there's a lot more variation now, which I do like. And then, of course, some biomes, it'll be dangerous to go outside at all times. Oh my god, you kind of spooked me there, I'm not gonna lie. You kind of got me there. What happened? You stuck? Oh, yeah, you're stuck. There's no navigation between you and the container. Nice. That's good. Very good. Alright, I'll leave you to it then. So, this car doesn't have a right side version, but has a left side. So, there's some randomization. I do want to make it more randomized, though. So we're going to change up how this whole catwalk system works. Because I want to make it so sometimes there'll be broken parts. You got to, like, jump over and stuff. I think that'll be a lot more interesting from a gameplay standpoint. Yeah. Mr. Beast giveaway, Pog. We're so in. I can't wait to get that $1 million from Mr. Beast. Oh my god, dude. Hell yeah. Well, while we're here, we might as well work on the dinner hall roof model. Let's get something done. Let's just move forward, you know? Moving forward is better than just staying stuck on the idea. Make one break after jumping/walking, but only break once they're clear from it. Oh, that could be great. Instead of them being already broken, they break when you walk on it. Pull a little Lethal Company in there when they walk over the bridge. Damn, dude, that stuck to my lips. It's so dry. I try to suck up all of the moisture out of my body. Hoyoverse just released one of the most racist characters I've ever seen. Is it like very stereotypical stuff? It's a black character and the design is fine, but his attacks are references to slavery? How do you have references to... How do you do that? I don't even know how you would do that. Shackle Breaker and Swift Harvest are some of the move names. Okay. Okay. I see your point of view. I see your perspective. Yeah, I do see your perspective. One of his ascended things is called Breaking Free. Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, why? How do I oh, I gotta attributes, generate polygroups, accept scythe. Get in, get in. Okay, we got to do something about these floors being separate cubes. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this isn't gonna cut it. I understand there's a wall piece here, but like we don't need that everywhere. It's just a waste. If anything, it's just annoying. Anyways, whatever. Let's just work on this piece real quick. So this we'll grab and we'll move it up. God, the magnet tool. Can I just say the magnet tool in Scythe is like actually usable? Like it's actually usable. Like look how it works. You snap to whatever vert or face. Like it's, come on. Why can't we have tools like that in the regular thing, man? Like seriously. There's no excuses at this point with Epic. Like there really is no excuse. Like someone, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, whatever. Old man yells at clouds again. I know. Old man yells at clouds again. I get it. I know, I get it. What does a garage look like? Is Scythe free? It's not, however, it's like the creator is on Patreon at the moment. And you just pay once for the Patreon and then you're good. But obviously I can imagine some people might want to wait until it comes out on like Fab or whatever. But honestly, I think it's well worth the money. I'd say it's well worth the money. I was looking for something. Oh, right. Brutalist Garage. Shop. The thing is, I don't think Brutalist is necessarily like the thing I want to use as an inspiration for garage shop exterior. These are all like residential ones. What do I search up? Commercial garage shop exterior? Nope, that doesn't really help too much either. Guys, that doesn't really help too much. They all look like that, like corrugated metal paneling. That's like most of their exteriors. Which I guess we should do as well. That would make sense. It's like this like paneling, metal paneling type thing. watched this video the other day and it's pretty good. What's this? I tested the Witcher 4 Zemo's animation tech. I'll take a look. Yeah, I'll keep that in the back. The image at the top is a garage near the back. Oh, right, that's true. I'm wondering though if I want to make everything concrete. I feel like it would be too like plain. Don't you guys feel like it would be a little too plain, making everything just straight up concrete? I feel like it'd be too singular tone, which is why I kind of try to do a little bit of the brick here to try to break it up a little bit. I don't know if I have a material for this kind of style thing though. Sussy phone numbers to call. Dude, imagine if those phone numbers, like you could actually like pick up a phone in the game and then like call those phone numbers and it's like the weirdest thing ever. It's like there's an actual like response and stuff and it's like different conversation. But remember, the characters don't actually say words in this game. They talk as if like they're the adults in one of them could just be heavy breathing. So that is going to be for the we have where there's going to be a phone item in the game, which I believe is in the corresponding folder now. Yeah, we have a rotary phone. This rotary phone is going to be like a gamble item. So periodically it will ring. There's going to be a chance that you get an item for free or currency for free if you pick it up, or a chance that you spawn a monster who starts like heavy breathing on the phone. And you got to stay on the line. If you hang up at any point while he's on the line, then he spawns in and starts hunting down the players. That's kind of the idea for that item. Peanuts, yeah. They're like, it sounds like a trumpet or whatever. I kind of like the metal paneling structure. I don't know if it fits the world. It have to be like a dirty metal paneling. Something like this. Here, let me put it in the... Could we still make this look kind of brutalist in some way? Like, I feel like if it's like dirty and stuff... I feel like it'd look okay. Don't Starve does that too with their voices. Their voices are different instruments. I did not know that. It's been such a long time since I played Don't Starve. Like, that's at least 10 plus years. Yeah, I like the idea of doing this kind of paneling. Would I just do it through the normal map, though? I think it would be normal map and then a kind of a dirt mask of some sort. Well, you know what time that is. We know what time it is. Is it time to build a material for this? I know I could probably get one online. Let's see. Free materials. Is it Polygon? Wait, is that it? Polyhaven? Maybe it's Polyhaven. Here you go. Metal. Blue metal plate. I think I have that in the project. It's one of the details I always liked with it. I definitely want to avoid doing like real life, real people voices. Just because I feel like doing instrumental kind of subtle things, I think fits the world a lot better. Factory wall. Rusty container side. No, kinda. No, not really. Not really what I want. I think we want this one, corrugated iron. Yeah, I think that's the one we want. That or factory wall. Rusty painted metal is also kind of sick, but that's more for like containers. Yeah, all right. Okay, let me pick this one up. Let me just quickly download the textures. PNG for the normal map. Let's also do the diffuse and the roughness / metallic. AO rough metallic diffuse. Okay. 15 megabytes. What? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, hold on. 7-zip. Extract. Extracting. Extracting. Good, Jay. I have an 8-year-old video of their voices. Dude, how old is... how old is, Don't Starve? I feel like it's been at least 15 plus years now, right? 2013. So that's 13 years. Holy moly. Okay, this roughness metallic ambient occlusion is slightly different from what I would do. No, actually, this might be correct. Although the blue is grayish. I can't tell what the green is. The green looks like it looks like a roughness mask, but I can't tell. Red looks like ambient occlusion. Blue is weird. Huh? I don't understand. We are going to do a slight LED bias on this, because most of our textures are at 512, not 1024. That's just how we're rolling. That's how we rolling. Okay, so technically this is not going to be a hotspot, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brick wall. Let's do this. Okay, this will be corrugated iron. Did you figure out your water? Not really. I did not end up using the Prismaticus plugin. I'll look into it in the future. I shall look into it in the future. Hey, Golden. How's everything going? Doing pretty well. How are you? Probably not important right now. Not really. We just ended up slapping like a really simple Niagara particle effect on it, just so it had a little something, something, just to. How do I scale this? Fit to face. Fit to face height. You're not doing what I want you to do. Please. No, you're still not doing what I want you to do. Okay, now we're talking. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh shit. Now we are truly talking. We're in the conversation. Okay. Maybe we could scale it up. Nope, nope, nope. I kind of like how much there is. We can delete that face. Currently going through the process of finalizing the build before I upload it to Steam. Make sure you upload it. You have it. You already got the first version approved, right, Golden? Through Steam. Just keep in mind that that takes a while for them to approve that. It might take a few days. Outbound mixed reviews. Is that the bus game? The not the bus game. The other game. Can I be real? I was told this game had 1.5 million wish lists. Is this going to be one of those instances where it's like those wish lists didn't really pay off all that much? Because I feel like with 1.5 million wish lists, I feel like we'd see a lot more people reviewing the game at this current stage of the game, right? No? I'm sure it's a very pretty game. What are the reviews complaining about? Very bland with a lot of bugs. Feels more like a chore. However, the game mechanics are incredibly shallow. Definitely not worth the asking price even with the 10% off with a launch discount. I love this badge. It's so shiny and cool. Jovix, listen, you can't wear that badge unless you went outside and touched grass. Did you touch grass? It starts strong and then it gets boring really fast. What do you do in the game? There's no grass in Morocco? All right, touch rocks and dirt and shit. Yeah. I think what we should do, now that I think about it, the base color should be tiled by 2. Yes. Tiled by 2. Which means we want to scale this up. Not that much. Hell yes. Now we're talking. We got the little metal nipples. It's a bit of a collectathon masquerading as a survival game. There's like 80 campfires to find, 100 gnomes, but they don't really do anything for you. The mechanics of the cart can be cool, but somehow the wood is the most scarce resource. And you can't use the axe to chop trees, which felt bad. What? You're given an axe, but you can't use it? They'd be like, we saving the earth. We saving the earth. One of those games that should have made all the loot like 10 times more common and just increase the price of the crafting because you can't drive for like 10 minutes without finding much of anything. Youch. So I'm submitting it to them 2 weeks in advance of the release. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Also, compensate for, there's a chance that they might like deny it for some certain reasons, right? So something to consider. $2.5 offset. Then we're going to offset these. D's. D's. What the fuck? This shit's not even scaling properly. Constant width. Face normals. Vertex normals. Face normals. Constant width. Huh? Oh, come on. The axe is just used to chop down logs? Oh no. Terra Factor has positive reviews, now it was mixed last I saw? Terra Factor is mixed? Why is Terra Factor mixed? No, I see it as very positive. There's a couple negative reviews, of course, but yeah. It was mixed before, it's positive now. Oh. Obviously. Did I play Motor Slice? Is that the game with the thing? Yeah. Am I going to? I don't know. I watched some gameplay of it. I don't think it's for me. Well, maybe. No. Maybe. No. I'm interested in the parkour, but it's very gooner bait. That's all right. It's just not for me. It's just not for me, lads. Just not for me. How's that gooner bait? There's certain things that they do in the game, such as angles, specific camera angles. You know what I mean? Specific. There's some implication. There's some implied stuff. Not like crazy gooner bait, but there do be a bit of gooner bait. Hey, Kato, how's it going? Speaking of mixed, do you know which Steam reviews are BS? Is mixtape not worth the playthrough? Sorry, wasting my money on that one. I just find it, like, I'm glad that you were able to actually try it, T-Nam, right? Unlike most of the people on Twitter that are just angry. They're just... I just find it so funny how that game is like pissing off motherfuckers on like Twitter and stuff, even though they like haven't actually tried out the game for themselves. I just find that so funny. Big ups to the dev team. They rage baited so many people. But yeah, no, I can imagine paying for something you don't really care for much can suck. You know what we need as a material? We need some sort of like little rocks, pebbles or something. Indies make the same 5 games. Yeah. What was it to add a loop in here? Nope, that wasn't it. No, bridge is not it. There's a way to add a loop in the center here, and I'm trying to look for it. I think, is it X? No. Is it C? V? No. Cock and balls. This game's also gooner bait for the brutalist enjoyer. Am I working on an update for Super? I see the game's already released. I am planning a update / DLC, but it's probably going to take a few months before it is ready. What's this link? Valve is launching beta improvements to Steam community market item pages, listings, and search / filters. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Do I use any plugins for the network? Any plugins for the network? For the networking? Oh, I'm starting to see why this is not working. There's like a weird connection point here. There we go. That's why I couldn't connect an edge. I see. Any plugins for networking? I guess the general movement component, I guess, kind of. That's not at all what I want. I can't scale it in world space. Oh, I guess smooth sync. Yeah. Yeah, we do use smooth sync. Smooth sync and GMC. Sorry, I'm forgetting all these things. That is pretty important, huh? Yeah, we do use both of those. Ah, I see. So if I scale the verts only, then I can do it in world space. That doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind changing that material to be something else. Anyways, let's see here. Painted trim metal dark is what I'll probably use for these long pieces. It's like not following the edges. Is this in the metal trim? It is. I don't see any of our edges in this. Okay. All right. Sure. All right. Well. Ah. Do I use any AI in my dev workflow? I do not. I saw the word slop in the title and got curious. No. It's the slop in the non-derogatory way. Maybe I should put that in the title. Slop, non-derogatory. Just meaning as in the genre of friendslop. Yeah, dude, I love this. We could probably put like a trim on the very bottom of this. Like a concrete trim that goes along the very bottom. That could look pretty sweet. Kind of like what we have here. Although I kind of like how simple it is. Maybe a very small trim. Very small trim. Let's see here. So, not subdivide. Not cut. Connect. Dude, what the fuck even the shit is this, dude? All right. AI slop as a genre would be fun. Well, you could be the first. Could be the first developer to do it. I wish I could subdivide this, but only subdivide it in one specific direction. Like almost doing like a loop cut, but I'm good. I'll pass on that opportunity. What do you mean? You don't want to do it? Come on. Come on. Could be fun. Yeah, I think we'll do asphalt up here. I think that would look good for sure. Yeah, I wish there was like a loop cut kind of thing. Maybe there is a loop cut kind of thing. Nah. I think we got to do the cuts ourselves. That's okay. That's fine. I need to select this face. Hello, I'm looking to select this face. Okay, I'd like to please select. Oh, there we go. I can select it from the back face. What? Didn't know I could do that. All right, delete that. Then we'll do boom. Boom. Nice. And then this face needs cuts. However, I'd like to cut it. Let's do this. What if we do this and then I do connect? It's still doing this. I don't know why it's like... Oh, it's because the cube is scaled. Oh, fuck. Wait, oh, shit. Wait, how do I apply the scale? Wait, guys, wait. Oh, no wonder. It's almost like applying scale in Blender. I didn't know. I literally didn't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Click on save as new mesh, but I did that. Do it again? Don't tell me what to do. I could do that, but I think there's a thing in modeling to apply bake, transform. Yes. There we go. We're in. Get in. Maybe that's why the trim wasn't scaling properly. See, now we're starting to see a little bit better. No wonder this shit was fucked. It's because I'm stupid. What? Wait. No, oh, you, no. Oh, come on. It's literally doing the same thing. Oh, come on. They're trolling. Is it gonna, yep. It doesn't, that didn't change anything, guys. I thought it would. It didn't. I think it did change some of the choices of which trim it's using, which maybe means these might be fixed. Possibly. Do these give us a different result? Yes, it does. Actually, much better result. Look at that. Look at that. Get in. Look at that. That looks cool. It looks like a garage, right? Right? Doesn't that look like a garage? Yes. Garage looking. Very garage looking. Big fan. Oh yeah. I don't really like the connection between the light and the metal framing. It does look a bit weird. Maybe. I don't know what you would do to like fix that. I think just need to add a 1-800 not sussy spray paint. Big shop. I found the evolution of bomb guy for your game. It's at 7:32 in the video. I'm gonna blow you up. No, dude, we already got the voice, man. It's a guy who starts yelling because you woke him up, and then God, that looks so much better than like any of the other buildings we've done. What the hell, man? What the hell? Yeah, he wakes up and then he like runs out of breath midway through. Why did this game archetype of near future, you're a slightly unique individual who has sword and can parry bullets and do air dash become popular? This sucks. That's literally Ronin. Why would you talk shit about Ronin? Maybe you could do a decal behind it with dirt. Yeah, maybe some leaks. Yeah, true. True. You might be onto something there. You might be onto something there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have like a lot of signage and stuff in here for sure. You did it before it was cool. Also, I'm a mobile. I'm mobile and my data is actually exploding trying to watch the stream. Turn off the video. Turn off the video. Just turn off the video. It's fine. You'll be fine. You're in 480p now. What did you say? Brother, can you hear me? The quality must be pretty bad. Can you hear me? All right, let's go check out the garage. Let's go check out the garage. Oh, shit. Garage? Garage, you're in the wrong sub-level, my bro. Brother. Brother, you're not in the right... You're in the wrong place. What are you doing over here, step bro? Garage bro? Something about it being Ronin? Ronin will be worked on. We will release it by 2072. Get up the pair. How's it going? Oh my god. The garage. It looks like a... It fits the quota. It fits the... Yeah, it's a garage. Now it's an oversaturated concept, so I think you kind of fumbled. Nah, I don't think so. Let's be real. Past me probably couldn't have done Ronin justice. It probably taken too long. Don't worry though. Ronin's gonna just be rebranded as like a Gunfu. Yeah, it's Suit for Hire 2, but in Cyberpunk. Oh shit, the collision didn't update. That's fine. Whatever. When's the day before sequel? Give me a bit. I got like 4 games on the back burner right now. We're gonna be a little while. The day before the day before. The day after tomorrow. Of before tomorrow. See? You see how much brighter it looks? With an actual texture? I think how dark it looked was because of the like it still doesn't look like it still looks pretty dark, don't get me wrong. We could probably update the skylight so that it's a bit brighter over here for sure. That is if we keep daytime. That is if we keep the daytime. Which I don't know if we will. How about really bright moonlight? We do have that when we start the next route. So once we start the next route, it becomes nighttime, and we have a very bright moon. Ow! Owie! Youch! Youch! And then if we teleport back to the station again... Oh, great. Something broke. We spawned some large coal. Get in! Nighttime looks pretty wicked. Honestly, I think we're starting to lean towards the entire game being at nighttime. Ignore the birds chirping. We have to change all of that stuff. Don't worry, we will. Hoop at night? Hoop at night, hoop at night, hoop at night. Watch this. This is just bullshit. This is insane. It's crazy. Like something... Yes! Oh my god. We're in. I feel like maybe we just make the entire game at nighttime. Is the line on the ground accurate? Because if so, move it to screw with the players. Oh, shit. That's what we were thinking, Jay, is it's just a night shift. You're like a night shift employee. And then someone mentioned that daytime could be on the last, like, when you finish your route, which honestly could be great. So it's like you're seeing the light at the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Did I learn that the hard way that my Discord is compromised even with 2FA? Yeah, someone posted earlier that you sent them a DM. Mr. Beast, the good old Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast NFTs, or whatever it is. I did kick you from the Discord, but not I didn't ban you, Ari, so whenever, I don't know if you've already recovered your account. That shit is ass, though. It was hopefully only in DMs. Nothing was sent to at least our server. Someone messaged me that they received a DM from you, so I just, as a precaution, just kicked you from the Discord just so it doesn't spam. Nearly had it, man. Last route is at dawn. When is it that the sun starts coming up? Is it dawn? And then dusk is when the sun goes down? Why don't they just call it the sun sleeping and then sun waking up? Why don't they just do that? It's a bit simpler. Ow, ow, ow! How much did I make with Suit for Hire? At least 20 bucks. Like, at least 20 bucks. I was able to purchase some coffee. It was quite good, thank you. At least 20 bucks. He purchased some Starbucks? Don't insult me. I did not purchase Starbucks. Do not insult me like that. That's ridiculous that you would even point that out, or even say that, or even insinuate that I would purchase Starbucks. Metal building, awesome. Awesome. I love this. Awesome. This is the first time where we do some environmental stuff where I'm like, yes, this is it. This is the get in. $600K higher or lower? Like I said, you know, 20 bucks, at least 20 bucks. I don't like talking about how much I made on stuff. It's kind of an annoying thing that there's like the estimation stuff on Steam, but I get it. I get it. How much do you make? What's your salary? You have a 401k? Uh-oh. My ball. Where's my ball? The bare minimum. That ain't life these days, man. Yeah, maybe we just make the entire game at night. $5 at least? Hell yeah. Good luck with the friendslop game. Would have loved if it was multiplayer Suit for Hire. I just don't know if Suit for Hire would work well in multiplayer. But I hope that the DLC will add a fun, you know, rejuvenated element to the game. Estimates are just based on reviews. They are just based on reviews, which I think is not the most accurate thing in the world, but... I feel like this container, we should be able to carry it. Should we add some windows to this building? Wait a second. I think I have some fake windows we can slap in here. Wait, hold on, hold on. I got some fake windows. Yes, fake window frame up. Boarded up windows? I don't know if I'd make them... Well, we could make them boarded up. But I was thinking just like one of these, like... One of these kind of windows. They're like at the top. Some air vents? That could be sick. You're speaking my language. Grim, please tell me the one secret trick you pro game devs use to stay motivated. Motherfucker Sass, you watch me stream. I'm not very good with staying motivated. Or, you know, AC unit. Let's get an AC unit in here. Do I have one in here? I don't think I do. We might like throw one in from Suit for Hire in here. Grim, you want to watch my intro cutscene? Sure, let's see it. Do you have it on YouTube? I was half joking. No, I'm genuinely like yeah, I'm able to keep up with stuff by like I'm always a kind of, I'm not beating myself over the fact that I'm not working enough, but I would like to do more work. I'd like to do more stuff in the project. Did you notice anything that boosts your motivation? Streaming helps a little bit. It keeps my keeps me in check a little bit to some degree. Give us a motivational speech right now, please. No speech will ever change your mindset. It's you as a person that has to change your mindset. I think if there's one thing I learned, time just keeps passing by. Never have a 0% day. Well, you gotta have break days too. Now my mindset has changed. No, I don't think like anything will change your mindset. Speeches have power. They can. This is part of it. Might be missing some context though. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Are there any jump scares that I should be mindful of in here? No? Okay, cool. Sweet. Oh god, the white on white. 1981. Oh my god, the bit rate, dude. The bit rate got so crunchy there. Okay, hear me out. I couldn't really tell that that was a skull because it was very dark. All right. I see the vision. I see the vision. One big thing here, I would say, at the very beginning is the clouds get in the way of the text. Like, it's very hard to read the text because of the fact that the clouds are there. And then the transition between water, in water and not out of water, I do wish that we saw a little bit more of that cutoff rather than the fade to black. But I imagine that's because there's a little bit of a visual artifact fuckery right there. And then, yeah, it is really dark. So we can't really tell what's going on. And then when the creepy music comes in, it kind of... I'm like, what happened? Or the kind of like the up... When the music starts changing. Because I literally spawned my underwater blueprint and just kind of pops in. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, possibly doing a different transition effect could be good. And then, I don't know how I feel about this ending part, I would say, personally. But I do like it, the idea. SpongeBob Bubbles transition. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I think it'd be interesting if it was like maybe something more subtle from a horror aspect rather than glowing skull. Like if you wanted to do something horror related, it could be like what I could envision there is like maybe a sea diver that like died and it's like being pulled in by natural elements of the sea, and then maybe to cut it into black, maybe just have a shark come in or something and eat the camera. Because I think you have sharks in your game anyways as well, right? But I guess maybe that's a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about the effectiveness of the ending part there. It does come across a little bit more cheesy than it does horror. Could also just not do anything horror related. It's just kind of a cold open. Yeah, like it could just be more like just a simple lore. Like maybe there's like a shipwreck undersea or something like that. Or maybe it's some subtle implication of what you're going to maybe see later on in the game. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. Hey, Riker, what kind of game are you making? I'm making a co-op survival horror. Kind of survival, kind of horror. Go a lot deeper into the ocean. It could be that too, where it's like maybe you're starting off seeing some of the life in the ocean, and then suddenly it goes deeper and it just goes to black. But yeah, cool stuff, man. Why am I full screen in here? Get me out of here. We do have some air ducts. Just wanted the caustics visible. No, I would say start with the caustics for sure. Looks good. I like them. I like them. Do I have an air duct? Hello? I'm looking for some models. Got any models? Y'all got any models over here? No, I swear the blocking starter pack has something for this that we could use. I also have a pretty big nose, but not as big as yours. Yours is humongous. Yeah, I can smell bullshit from a mile away. Hmm. 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 Also, cheesy horror is kind of fun. No, I think if that's kind of the direction you want to go with, I would say, yeah, that you could definitely start it off with that for sure. I guess it heavily depends on what kind of vibe you want to go for.
Snowman.
Guys, I don't think there's an air duct in here. Guys, I don't think there's an air duct in here. That being said, what are you guys' thoughts on box? What are your thoughts on box? How many models do you actually model yourself in this? Saying as a game dev who's starting to learn Blender, that shit's complex. I'm doing a lot more of my own modeling in this project than I did in Suit for Hire. But like the train is modeled ourselves, this stuff, the computer screen, all the other elements in here. The chairs are not because they're like block out stuff. Pipes are kind of block out stuff. The camera is like a marketplace asset. So this project, we've been doing a lot more modeling ourselves. We have been doing a lot more stuff ourselves here. So I'd say in the project currently 80% is our own stuff, whereas Suit for Hire was like a lot less from an environment standpoint. More box. Please, Dev, can we have more boxes? Please, please, please. Didn't you work with an artist I thought in Suit for Hire and weren't solo? So, I was not solo for Suit for Hire, no. I wouldn't say I'm ever a solo dev. I think that's just bullshit. Ask someone their background of like what things they did during development. I bet you solo becomes, solo in quotation marks. I worked regularly with Tallow, who did music art, or he was the music artist, so he did all the music stuff. We did have a couple contractors, Jay being one of them, who helped out with, like, I guess environment art. I did the level design, I blocked out level design, and then basically asked them to kind of fill in the art a little bit. And then at one point we had an animator for a bit. But I did a bunch of modeling myself as well. Like gun models. A lot of the gun models are mine. Yeah. How long do I work per day on average? Not as much as I should be. Oh, I thought it was stuck. I was like, why is he just standing there? Average, probably like 3 hours every day. At minimum, is like my goal. I at least try to do 3 hours every work day. Speedshot doesn't even have a credit section because I had nobody to add. Yourself, man, yourself! You are the credits! What do you mean? Well, I think I missed a few messages. Hold on. Is there a way to bulk with decimate models in UE5? I have no idea. How much would you say Suit for Hire cost you? Everything. I'm just kidding. That's a complicated question. For a bit, I was tracking my hours, but then I stopped doing that because I just didn't give a shit anymore. But, like, it took 5 years to develop. So if we look at, like, salary base and, like, how much my salary is, I guess, or how much it would be, it'd probably be, like, I don't know, 300,000 or something like that. Technically, on paper. When do I normally implement multiplayer? Have I already? I technically should be implementing multiplayer instantly from the beginning. But there are times where I'll get something in single player and then I'll immediately start getting some of that system working in multiplayer. So this staircase is still broken, huh? It might be that the navigation settings did not save. It's very possible. Is it hard to make normal object destruction in UE5? Seen chaos destruction, but it was ass though. Breaks like shit. I have no idea. I don't really do too much destruction stuff. I used Apex destruction for Super Hire, but that was like fucking ass. Do you have to give credits to Fab asset authors or any CC music that might be used? I'm pretty sure the regular Fab licenses do not require credit. Now, CC music, that's different. That might be a different license. So. Ah. Ah. Have you studied level design though properly? Is there any good guides? I would just study other games that have done level design properly. And then there's, you know, obviously you got your typical YouTubers making a 30-minute long essay on what they perceive to be good level design. What? But I think the biggest thing you do is just make levels and get people to play it. Determine where the issues are. Our eyes aren't able to perceive magenta. Yeah, well, my eyes are next level. I know what magenta looks like. That's that purple one, right? Purple, pinkish color, right? Pinkish purple, magenta. Yeah, that one. That's the one. That's the one. Don't think you can change that license as a seller? I don't think so, no. Which honestly, I prefer that, because imagine if people had all of their own custom licenses on Fab, you're gonna just, ugh. Ugh. What a headache that would be, huh? Game's coming on, looking good. It's slowly getting there. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. We should probably fix that. You can literally just walk past him. You're about as dumb as my sharks right now. He seems very blind. Well, you know, he doesn't have eyeballs. He's got teeth for eyeballs. Which one could say is not exactly effective. I gotta figure out why when you drop items really quickly, it causes the items to, like, fall through the world. Not very fun. I really hate that that can happen. That's a big problem right now. Eyeballs are useful. Yeah, they can, you know. Hey, they help. This werewolf is still stuck in the office. Is he a 9 to 5 worker? Why is it rendering polygons from under the train? Which one? Which polygons? Very important meeting coming up? Ah, yes. Daily stand-up, huh? If you go to the wireframe mode from inside the train, I think wireframe mode will render everything even if it's not actually being rendered. Like if I do freeze rendering, like that might show, but you can see part of the train isn't showing up because it's not rendered at the moment. This is such a cool thing though, because like you can see how the engine is rendering stuff. It's very cool. Yeah, freeze rendering is a great little tool that you can use for sure. All right, let's get some work done. Well, no, we actually did do a little bit of work. We worked on the garage. That's true. We did work on the garage. I can't even say, nobody could say shit because I did do work. I did. Okay, what's next on the chopping block? What's next? Should we do more buildings in here? I'm okay with doing a bit more buildings. Although I no idea what to do for this building. Can I be real? I don't know what this building is or it's supposed to be. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what this building is. I know this is the garage. That's the garage. Make a glass window front type building. Oh, the problem is if we do glass, big window. What am I using for global illumination? Ah, that's a great question. I'm using no global illumination. We have a bit of baked lighting here and there in the static areas like the stations. That's clearly a shady bowling alley. I think we just make that another concrete building. Big concrete building. Gigantic concrete building with no context. Uh-oh. I opened Blender by accident. Get me out of here! Could be like a government building. Like a government building kind of thing. My friend brought her car into a repair shop to fix her mirror, and they fixed like 4 things she didn't ask for, and they charged her $3K. Dude, car shops are like... you have to like... I feel like you gotta be so explicit when you walk in. It's like, just fix this, nothing else. If not, I'm... putting the shop on fire. Train rot employee HR building / complaints building permanently closed. Don't look at the rest of the car, only fix the mirror. If you fix anything else, I'm not paying for it. Put this into writing. I'm also putting my lawyer on the phone. But sir, the car was going to explode. That's not my problem. It's not your problem either. I don't know if we'll do another corrugated iron. Like we have we have this one here already. I don't know if I want to add another extension of it. Unless we want the garage to be slightly larger. Maybe we want the garage to be a larger building than this. No, I think I don't want the players to be able to access this area at all. pile of ash and scrap metal. Watch the little things that they did. The 4 things they didn't ask for was like, yeah, we changed your oil, even though you didn't ask for an oil change. Oh yeah, also, you had a small piece of leather broken off inside the interior. We swapped it out for a different thing. Also, you're gonna have to pay for that. Didn't realize that was iron. Yeah, it's just metal and shit. You know, it's just metal and shit. Oh wait, shit. We gotta delete that. Okay, that means that should have deleted. Why is the world grid material still here? Why are you here? Why are you still here? Just to suffer? Any examples on when we actually need to use event tick and how to understand if your logic that you put in event tick is acceptable? You ask yourself the question, does this only happen one time? Or does this need to happen across the entire game tick? That is the best question you ask yourself. If something happens one time or if something happens periodically, do a timer. Don't do a timer with 0.0 whatever fuck. That is not good advice in my opinion. Then you just end up, you put the problem somewhere else. If you need to do interpolation or anything like that, you're going to have to do it on tick. That's going to happen on tick. It's just the reality of it. So anything with interpolation is going to have to be done on tick. But anything that happens one time, like let's say you push a button and then something only needs to happen one time, then don't do it on tick. That's at least my way of looking at it. Gift shop only open during the day, so closed. I kind of want to do like a government security building because the idea is we are separated from the rest of like the society in this zone. So I'm thinking just a concrete building maybe could look good. Timer is better than tick because you actually have more control. I just wouldn't do something where it's like people are like, oh, just do your timer on like 0.001. I wouldn't do anything like that, personally. Well, it's not on tick, it's in a timer instead. At the end of the day, if you have performance issues, profile it. But I think the biggest thing to ask is, does this only happen once? Does this only happen whatever? Does this actually need to be on tick? Those are the biggest things to ask yourself. I don't know what kind of material to make this. I think we're just going to do concrete. Attributes, generate polygroups, accept, back to scythe. I do need to fix these floors. These floors are going to kill me. Best magnet tool, literally in existence. Hell yeah. Can you activate event tick and deactivate at runtime? Yes, you can. Definitely. You can also change how often the event tick happens. That is something that you should do. Definitely should be doing. Could be cool to do like a doorway similar like that over here as well. Let's see what this would look like with our concrete walls, though. Just this on its own. Literally nothing else. Hell yeah! Yeah, dude, this connection point is doing really weird stuff. Like, I would expect it to go right in the center. But it's not. Again, the object is scaled. So I wonder if that's... See, saving as new mesh doesn't apply the scale for some reason. Let's do that, and then let's apply the scale real quick. So we'll go modeling. I want to say it was in here, bake transform. Okay, so now it baked it. Now let's see, does it... I think the last time we tried to do this, it just did not... Yeah, dude, I don't know why it does that. It would just start and forever working. I thought we can use that for only for timers. No, you can definitely change the tick, and you can also change the... So one thing we do in Suit for Hire, the character movement component is very expensive. So enemies that are off screen or very far away from you, their character movement component starts ticking at like a 0.01 or 0.05 second interval instead of tick. So that means they do move like tick, 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 but that's because they're really far away. We don't really see them, so they can still move around. They can still do their calculations. But they're a little bit more optimized versus the other enemies that are actually on screen can have more focus. So that's something we do. That works pretty well. Big concrete building. Don't know what doing, but big concrete. I kind of like the tall windows that are like... And then, ooh, there's like the little part... Oh, shit. You know what? Actually, yo, wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. That's a cool-ass idea. What the fuck? Dude, what? Okay, this bevel shouldn't fuck anything up. I like the look at that like that little intrusion there. That looks sick. That could look kind of like a little watch area. They are watching. They are watching. Yes. Oh, dude. Yes, dude, man. Yes, dude. Yes. Get in. And then, of course, for that inside section, we could do like windows and stuff. Little parts that are windows. And then we could do some coagulated metal. Some of this, but over here. Yes, man. We could have like some spots that have that. Although I don't know if that's like what that is, but... How did I enable shaded unlit? I think it's just with the Scythe plugin. I'm not sure if it's included with the Scythe plugin. I think it is part of the Scythe plugin kind of thing. I'm not 100%. So let's go pick up that corrugated iron. Would I recommend Scythe? Scythe has made it actually so much nicer to do anything in this program. Any sort of like... It's been actually enjoyable to do any sort of like level design inside of Unreal without having to do a lot of software switching. Like, don't get me wrong, I will still model in Blender. I'll still do a bunch of modeling in Blender. But this is like way more fun to do anything. For the most part. The next update, the creator is adding in an entire UV editor that I think looks really good to use, and I trust the creator of this plugin because like so far the user experience of doing anything has been pretty good. Beyond a couple caveats, but like honestly really, really good. I think what we can do for the actual window area is maybe we can delete these faces and put some window meshes there. And that could look really cool. And I think that'll look sick. Get in. Yes, that's the plan. It looks more like a very security watchtower kind of thing too. It fits the bill. So what I'm thinking for the windows, I can possibly use my wall generator here for this. This is my own tool that I made. Let's change the mesh. Be a window. 100 by, let's do 200 by 400, 400 by 300. I don't know why, but this thing looks like it's not scaled properly. Oh, that's because it's not. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll do this for the rest of it. I don't remember if I have like a system for the scales. I don't, which is kind of annoying. We could try instead of 400 by 300, we could do 200 by 400. That also works quite well. Then we'll just scale it down a little bit more. Don't really like doing that though. Let's do 200 by 300. Do that instead. Sick. And then we can change the materials real quick. So this would be, I don't know if I have like a black glossy. I need some very black glossy kind of material for the window. Let's just find a random thing that I have here. Water lake. No, that's not it. Test material progress bar. Wait, hold on. You might be onto something. Let's just use that. Okay, I did not see that. Never mind. Let's not use that. Emissive materials do not appear in this menu, in this system. I see. Let's just use pitch black. That also works for now. Now we have dev white is the outside. I kind of want to use the trim for that. The painted metal trim. I just have to actually fill in that trim and use it. And then the inside can use some sort of like random black glossy basic thing. But I do think if we can grab this mesh real quick, do a little bit of trim work on it, I think that'll be sick. So we'll generate poly groups real quick, save that, go into Scythe, and then we'll use the actual hotspot we want to use, which is this one. And then we can, oh, great. Hotspot isn't set up for this. Do I want to do those edges? Maybe I don't edit it actually. What if we just... What if we just do it like that? My problem with this is you can't really see the... I don't know why, but we can't really see the edges of this like the edge wear of it. And I'm pretty sure this thing has a shit ton of edge wear, so I'm kind of confused as to why we can't really see any of that. Let me see. Let's do metallic real quick. Yeah, I'm not seeing it doing anything. Like the trim isn't really doing anything for us. Let me try this face real quick. Yeah, weird. Yeah, I don't really know why we're not seeing any of the edges being used. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Let's just get it in. Not sure why some of these are not working properly, but oh well. Why did it go fully invisible? Anybody care to explain what the hell happened? the material inverted. Huh. Something weird is going on. It like switched out the material slots a little bit. Yeah, you know, this plugin still has some little bugs here and there, don't get me wrong. Still got some little quirks to figure out, which is why I think it's still in beta. You might be better using power of 2. What do you mean? Power of 2 in... I don't know why this is doing it the way... Project settings, power of 2, grid sizes. Is that a thing in Scythe? In Unreal. I'm not sure if it would help with Scythe though. Friendslop, but does it have motion matching ragdolls? Wait, hold on. Which Friendslop has motion matching ragdolls? That sounds crazy. That's crazy. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's cool. I like the corrugated panels mixed in with it. Sick. Very cool. It should be power 2. All of my stuff should be in power of 2. But I think it might be just a bug where like this mesh for some reason is not hotspotting properly. What is power of 2? Power of 2 are things like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. The power of 2. Yeah, that looks sick. I like that a lot. The grid size or the object size of the object? I'm not sure what the context might be for the project settings, I guess. Sick. Okay, that building looks awesome now. Yeah, I think I like that a lot. It has a very overworld look to it that I fuck with. It would be kind of cool to put like a... Yeah, you know what? I like that like little entryway underneath. I think that could be kind of cool. It breaks up the flatness on the bottom section here as well. That's what I mean though. Like if I wanted to do this in Blender, like it would just be annoying doing the export import process and whatnot. I'm able to like actually kind of start brainstorming ideas and whatnot. It's nice. I can actually like brainstorm ideas straight in the engine. You know what I mean? That feels really nice, being able to brainstorm ideas straight in the engine. And then also, on top of that, having tools that actually, like, are actually kind of nice to use. Like, the whole snapping. Being able to snap is so nice in this. CubeGrid is okay, but not this powerful. CubeGrid is just... my problem with CubeGrid is it's so encumbered by weird, like weird button presses and like hotkeys and stuff. It's like really awkward almost. And obviously it doesn't have the amount of tools that this has, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to select that face and I cannot select that face. And of course, all the hotspot stuff is awesome too. Would this be an instance where we make the wall? I was thinking, do we make the wall a separate kind of UV space? Yeah, we could. Yeah, that looks okay. I like that. Here, I think it'd be kind of cool putting like a doorway over here. Or maybe it extrudes further in and then there's a section where it's blocked off by a fence. Yeah. Blocked off by a fence. Hold on, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to structure this. I like the idea of certain parts being blocked off by a fence. Maybe we do it like right here. We'll do a connection here. Okay, you're going to keep doing the same thing that you've been doing. Very good. Love that. Don't know why you've been doing that, but for some reason you hate me. I'm going to do another connection right here. Doing the same thing again. Yeah. Go! Brutalism goes so well with the style of graphics, it's insane. I think it matches the world, but obviously I think I don't want to go full on brutalism for everything, but we are kind of doing quite a bit of that all over the place. And that's very like I'm taking a bit of inspiration from like Half-Life as well, and I feel like Half-Life does a little bit of brutalist stuff here and there, but man, God, it's too fucking pretty, man. Dude. It's so, I don't know, like, they got some crazy good artists up at the Valve headquarters. They got some motherfuckers that know what they're doing. I think we put another cut at the very top. And then we extrude in. Working on Half-Life 3 Hopium. Let's be real, they're not doing that. They are not working on Half-Life 3. Keep huffing. Keep huffing that, Gaben is waiting for the right time to release all games with the number 3. Every single game is going to be released with a number 3 at once. They're going to do a huge Valve Expo. Bunch of games released at the same time by Valve. Team Fortress 3, Half-Life 3. You can call it the Orange Box 2 or Orange Box 3. What if you call it the Orange Box 3? Portal 3, Counter-Strike 3. Fuck it. Counter-Strike 2 didn't work too well. Let's just make a third one. We've heard complaints that people do not like Counter-Strike 2. So instead, we moved to Counter-Strike 3. We think this will improve the overall player experience. Uh-oh, that's the wrong material. Brother. Any advice on level design? I'm making a top-down shooter. I'm never satisfied. Just keep at it. Honestly, that's my best advice I can give. Just keep trying, and then you'll improve. Be mindful of what you're doing. I think is a big one. Being mindful is very helpful. You start looking at what you're actually doing and the decisions you're making, rather than just doing it just for the sake of doing it. You know what I mean? But what if we do a double door? CS3 with full air strafing and air acceleration boosted to 100. You've heard of bee hopping, but have you heard of fucking flying across the entire map? Actually, I think the single door works a bit better. And then we have to make a cutout for this section. So let's go ahead and cut this out. And then we'll do a bit of kind of fucked up a little bit here. And then offset. And then bring that in a little bit. Wait, is that really all I did? No. Oh, come on. Oh, but what if we slightly bring it up? Yeah, actually, hold on. Maybe he's got a point. Now, if I offset this now, is it going to look weird? Yeah, it's not exactly... The geometry is not correct, but, you know, whatever. Fuck it, we ball. Oh, this can't... Oh, this can't... When you're in object mode, you can't use the snap tool. That would have been cool. Well, can't have everything. That's okay. I'm gonna make this all one thing. Yeah. Dota in third person is just deadlock. Deadlock. Yes, man. Yep. Did I tell you guys I was at Ascendant 4 at one point, and now I deranked all the way down to Phantom 6? It's not me. I swear, it's partially me, but also, who the fuck are these players playing this damn game? I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers are like criminals. I don't know what they're... I don't know who the fuck put them in this game. But this shit ain't right. Oh, what if the door's slightly open, but it's blocked by an object? Oh my god. It's a really big door. Huge, huge door. In an alternate universe, your name is First Criminal? That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. And then it's blocked by a crate that you can't move. Why? I don't know. I don't make the rules. Who put that there? I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's storytelling. It's storytelling, brother. It's storytelling. Oh, yeah. But then you're asking, why don't you just push the door the other way? Well, that's a really good point. You know what? That's a fair point. That's a really fair point. To which I say, don't know what to tell you. More barrels? You think so? Another barrel? Is this where all the oil is going? Some dork pushed it over. I'm looking for a fence. Need to put something in there? people can start rumors about. Oh, we're 100% gonna put some like little secret stuff in here. We're definitely gonna put some little secret stuff in there for sure. What's my mood board program? It's called PureRef. It's called PureRef. Oh yeah, this looks awesome. This looks awesome. I think we need to put like a bunch of like stuff in here that's like do not enter this area kind of stuff. We're definitely gonna have to do some stuff there for sure. I also think making the floor here a different material might be kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know if I like that material. Oh, I don't know if I like that material. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Do something a little different, perhaps. PureRef is actually such a go-to program and it's free. I think I paid for it just to, you know, give a little bit of support because I've been using PureRef for like 10 plus years. I swear it's been around for a while. It's been around for a while. Whoever the creator is deserves a bit of... Get yourself a coffee. Hell, they deserve more than that, honestly. What if we put water over here? What if we put some, put a little bit... This is the floor for the train. Oh, I feel like it has to be some, like a concrete. What about yellow paint? Wait a second. What about yellow paint? I don't have like just a straight up concrete material. Kind of I'm a bit stupid for not having that. Like we got this. That could kind of work. It's not like a contrasting color though, but that's okay. Do I use only world aligned textures? No, definitely not. Here, this is all hotspot textures. I've kind of slowed down on using world aligned textures as much because it's a very lazy and easy way of doing stuff, but that does eat up performance. Something to consider. Kind of like a do not enter kind of thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's kind of cool. like a security no access kind of area. I wouldn't mind having like, I don't know if I have a like a no enter sign. Yeah, fuck it. That's fine. If I imported like 100 assets and I look at something so simple like wheel and I have nothing, I know that feeling all too well. That's cool. I like that. I feel like it would make sense because this is like a secure building. There should probably be like more cameras. This should be like the spot where they like do a lot of camera stuff. Oh, if I had like a communication center, I'd have to add the Runner's Paradise pack to this project, which I might, because there's also the air conditioning units in there too, which might look good. To get that kind of like satellite kind of look. There's some dark lore about the company you work for. It's like this dark overlord that like keeps replacing. They only use the type of the sausage people for the job because people in the Monster Society don't care for them. So they pay them like nothing to make a bunch of money. And they own almost like everything. I don't really have like very specific dark lore about Umbra though. I should probably make some like lore about them though. Definitely could be something I could do. Okay, I think it's through the Epic Games launcher. I probably shouldn't have the project open, but screw it. Can't tell if talking about in real life politics or in-game lore. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. You intertwine them a little bit. Intertwine them. Okay, I should be able to add it to the project without restarting the project. Okay, so this is my own asset, funny enough. There we go, the comm tower. Yes. We also have electrical poles. I forgot we had that. However, we gotta down-res a bunch of these textures. It was like one of like 3 assets used for my game. Good city vibes. I made this originally for Ronin. This was originally in Ronin. Funny enough. Crazy how long ago that was, right? We'll leave the emissive there because it looks cool. Now we have these HVAC units that we can throw in here now too, if we want to use these. Rona 2072 releases next year. Feel old yet? Huh? There you go. Now they're in the line of sight. Feel like looks kind of cool. And then we of course have our electrical poles if we want to use any of those. I'm gonna throw the ball up there. Good thing there's a ladder. Okay, let's lower the texture resolution of these as well. 512. All right. Rito? Caught you live again? Been following you since the Sword Art Online stuff? Oh god. Oh no. That's ages ago, man. That's ages ago. That's like my first few game project stuff. It's been a while since then. Oh, that's really annoying because like to put this mesh in. Gotta like cut out part of the mesh. I'm okay with doing that. I don't know how big this wall is gonna be though. I did some SAO stuff. I did some Sword Art Online inspired projects in my past. Yeah, in my past, yeah. I could put a black block behind it. I could, yeah. I was literally thinking that, like a little plane. Just put a little plane in back behind it. It's in there. It's just for some reason it's in like in the actual object. It's at a distance, oddly enough. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm glad you continue doing the game development. Hell yes. You gonna marry? Probably because I stretched it. Yeah, I think it's just not meant for this kind of use case either. Because you can see like the edge is like, oof. Like we don't have the interior yet, so I could just say screw the interior. Fuck it. Okay. We're gonna get crazy with it. We're gonna get crazy with it. Let's get real crazy with it. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Do you need the interior? The thing is, you're gonna be able to unlock the garage. So, I kinda do need the interior. Congrats on Superfire. I would definitely call that a success. Thank you. Yeah, no, it definitely did well. Definitely did well. We could, you know what? Maybe if I put it at the front here, and then on the interior, I could actually have like a thing going through. And then that could look kind of cool. Yeah, I might just cut out a spot. I might just cut this spot and not give a fuck. I do be doing crazy shit here. Wait, let's do this, cut out this. And then here, cut out this. I have no idea what the geometry of this thing looks like. Probably not very good. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices. Just ignore it. It's fine. Nice. Now it's got a bit of depth. Hey, hell yeah. Every time you cut without a grid, though, it hurts my soul. Whatever. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And then on the inside, we could actually have, like, the vent going through and stuff. That'll look cool on the interior. There's a little bit of continuity going on when we make the interior. Damn, this game is actually looking... The station's looking pretty good. We need to make the rest of the train look this good. What is that building for? The garage. As you play the game, you'll find bolt cutters. And then the bolt cutters will probably unlock this crate. And then that crate will have a key that then gain access permanently to the garage. And then the garage might have additional items that you can find. And then maybe there'll be some other stuff in here that will hopefully be usable. We'll see. But yeah, that's the overall idea. Cool. Dude, let's see what this looks like. I hope I didn't put anything in the wrong level. I don't think I did. Yeah. Open this bad boy up. This building I feel like could do with some more details. Like I'm thinking like electrical wires along here. Make it look a little crazy. A little crazy. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. That's so much like the silhouette. And then the windows protruding out and a bunch of cameras sticking out. Oh. There's collision here. Alright. Okay. Alright. Keep your secrets then. The garage is looking like a garage. It's looking awesome. We need some steam coming out of that. We need some steam. Steam! More steam! Would be funny if the camera followed the closest player. I want to make a system for that, actually. Because we have some cameras in the train, and I want those following the players and stuff. So I definitely want some of these cameras to, like, start looking at you. I think that would be cool. Cool little mini detail. Okay. I have an idea to make this look a bit better. I don't like the cutoff of where the concrete begins. I know, this is a very minuscule detail, but I actually just think it's... I don't like it. So I'm gonna do the cutoff over here instead. So then that way, this goes like this. Hotspot that, and then hotspot this one. So now that edge doesn't look so weird, because I felt like that looked really weird. It looks a lot better. The game's looking good though. Cool seeing you build it. I've always liked showing off the process of working on games. It's just more fun doing with others as well. Literally, I've technically been streaming my entire game development. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Okay, so you guys were saying some Steam? Steam. Steam. Oh, motherfucker. It's world position based. You've got to be kidding me. Well, that's really annoying. How about smoke? Fuck it, smoke. Does it make sense? No. Do people know that the asset is called P_smoke? I'm still so confused why your VFX looks like that. It's a masked material rather than transparent. We've added a secret arcade machine to a station where you can play a level of Super Hire, but the character models are from Train Rot. I do want to put some little arcade machines. I don't know if it would be suit for hire though. A top-down shooter. It could be funny. How do you turn on real-time audio again? Where the damn button at? Where is the button to do editor viewport audio? Oh, here it is. Doesn't really make much sense for that kind of sound, huh? Do we have a generator sound? Engine? Fire extinguisher loop, furnace item feed, furnace ambience? No. Light neon flicker? No, that's not it. Medium motor loop. It's not playing anything. Oh, there we go. For some reason... Oh, there we go. It is playing. Nice. Dude, the driving sounds sound too real. I thought I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? My window's not open. How the hell? Damn, this is looking really cool. I'm actually really happy with this. Okay, moving on. Let's see what it looks like, though. The other buildings, you know, still a little iffy. The brick building more so. This one, it's okay. I think it's the lines and how they connect with... It makes it look too much like it's part of the geometry. I think what we should do is separate that here, separate that there, and then unwrap that a little differently. I think this selling section needs to be a bit different too. Maybe like an actual mesh. This area, I don't like the floors. I think I don't like the floors. I don't like how much the concrete is stretching. But then these buildings... I think... damn, they look good. I do say, I think they look good. Here we should be able to run through here now. Cool. We need wooden pallets in this area? I think we got a couple. Somewhere. Maybe we need more. Maybe we don't. We might not have any wooden pallets here, actually, now that I think about it. Nope. We got nothing. Alright. I'd say that was a pretty good stream. Good stream. Yeah. Look at that. Cool. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Wednesday. Wednesday tomorrow. I'm gonna eat a snack. I'm gonna eat some food, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for lurking, chatting, sticking around. Good stream. Good stream. Very good stream. Very good stream. Yeah. Hell yeah. Obviously we still have a lot of gameplay stuff to do. Here we are focusing on the station, and we don't even have any other train stuff done. We'll figure that out, hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for lurking, chatting, sticking around. See you then. Have a great day. Stay hydrated. And I'm going to have coffee too. Yeah, another coffee. Hell yeah.